I've got a van chasing me up the backside here. Does he? How much closer does he want to get? Let's see if I can get. This is what you have to be careful of in these places. Right, we're on our way, everybody. Back, we're heading out of Medel. Fantastic stay, that, you know. What a lovely guy. Got me my comb. Got me everything. Fantastic breakfast. And really looked after me. So, big up to him. So, can't say more thanks than that. And, yeah, I got a sticker on my bike. And he put one of my stickers on it, so I made up some of my cards that I had done. Just for such an occasion. He stuck it on the wall. How cool was that? Right, so I feel fortified and ready to go. I feel comfortable. I've got no neck ache, back ache, bum ache, nothing. And we're now heading to Agoudal, which is the tallest point of the Atlas. I don't think it's the tallest point. It might be the tallest point in Morocco. Not sure. But it's certainly the tallest point of the Atlas, and it is 128 miles to there, and then it's a bit further on to my stop or my accommodation for 2 nights, and I think, if I'm reading the road correctly, we'll go through Todra gorge to get to my accommodation, which is great. So excited about that. So it's sort of coming together now, the idea of what I'm going to do. When I looked at the calendar, I got to really be out of Morocco by the 10th of May, and with Karen being here, having those days in Marrakesh, etc., I think going down to, I say slightly miscalculated, but unless I want to blast down to Dakar, it will literally just be like touch the wall and go. So I think I might be better off enjoying the Atlas and these places. So that's what I might do at the moment, and I'm just going to reach around and see how we are, because there's so much of this to explore, and what I'd like to go and see are some of these film sets around Ouarzazate and places like that, and I want to do some more of these trails rather than, I think, blast my way down to Dakar, you know, and touch the wall and just move on. It's nice to go the extra distance, but I think for the sake of me, the sake of the bike, maybe that's not what I'm going to do. You know, that may all change after a few days, but let's see. But at the moment, I'm erring on the side of enjoying what's going on here, and just taking it a little bit easier, really, which seems to be working because I'm enjoying myself. Right. I'm at the point now where you think, did I leave anything in that room? I hope not. It's not hard to come back. That's no great hardship, is it? Waving to a biker there. Right, I will see you when we start getting up into the high Atlas, because it really is high. See it from here. So, right, I'll catch you all in a bit, guys. And yeah, I'm trying to be smarter in my filming, so it makes me easy to edit. And as I said, I don't want it to be all about the filming. I want it to be about the journey for me as well. Just what it feels like to do it, really. It's funny, you know. I'll put a picture up that I took yesterday when I was coming into Medel of the like the Renault 4 graveyard. But you know what? what's really interesting is that you see a lot of Dachas here, and Dacia is, I suppose, even I had a fantastic Duster, and we got a Sandero now at home. You know, simple motoring, and that's what countries like this need. You know, they don't need high-tech stuff. This is why the Renault 4 was so successful. Countries like this, Renault 4. You remember the big old Peugeot, I want to say 403, that great big tank, which is a bit like they have the I've got a van chasing me up the backside here. How much closer does he want to get? Let's see if I can get. This is what you have to be careful of in these places. Yeah, so you got to keep your wits about you, isn't it? Yeah, the Renault 4 was so successful because it was simple motoring, wasn't it? Just 4 doors, big boot, and a simple engine. And that picture you're looking at, those ones I saw yesterday, fantastic. There was a Renault 5 there as well, but you don't see many Renault 5 still here. It obviously wasn't quite as successful. The 4 was an absolute winner, as far as I can tell. I just think it's interesting to look at, you know, culturally and how people adapted and what they need and what's useful. When you come to countries like this, and it'll tell you what is a reliable vehicle, what was reliable, what was cheap, and what was needed, and it still is. Nice policeman. Stops, plenty of fuel. I mean, we're going to go past 2 fuel stops again now. Amazing, isn't it? You're never going to run out of fuel, and luckily I also filled up just as I got into Medel yesterday. So I got full tank, so I've got to get all the way today. Cool. Right, that was Paul's morning chat. The Renault 4. Right, I'll see you all go when something interesting happens. Just going to come up on a lorry in a minute. You'll see how steep this is. Incredibly steep. Well, I suppose it is. We are going to the highest point. But God, can't the Moroccans build a road? You know, they teach a lot of other people in the world a lesson, couldn't they? There he is. Poor old lorry. I expect the old drivers to say, oh, not this bloody hill again. Still, he's doing his best. But that'd never have been possible before this, would it? And some of those awful roads, you know, that would have been here before. Great for us, but not for, for lorry drivers. And that's what opens up business. That's what opens up your country and makes your country prosperous, or prosper. All the trees over there, sort of dotted around. Amazing. I couldn't resist it. I keep seeing all these like abandoned buildings. That's fantastic. Let's go and have a look. Come on. It's like the Alamo, isn't it? Yeah, that's amazing. Should we go inside? Come on. It's almost like they're it's sort of slowly disintegrating, isn't it, into sort of nothing. I'm sure that obviously there's animals and all sorts coming in here. You know, I know what else people are doing in here, but well, it's sort of slowly disappearing back into the earth. And you got like a new fort over there. Bizarre. I love this sort of stuff. But you can see where we are. I mean, talk about remote. I'm not sure quite where we're heading. Maybe we're heading in that direction, I think. I will check the map and make sure we are going in the right direction. Alright, trying to avoid where I'm treading here. Oh, cool. Amazing. Let's go out this hole. Ugh. This be an adventure playground at home. Right, I thought it was time for a stop for a coffee. I saw this went past it and came back again. I don't need any fuel, but yeah, or I could have a look at my light while I'm here, couldn't I? Just have a stop, but I want to check the phone anyway, just make sure I'm actually heading the direction it said that I was going to be, and going across High Atlas. So here we go. I'm going to wait for me coffee. Right, so we've now turned off the main drag from Medelt and now heading to Agoudal, and we just went through a that sort of like junction town, I suppose you could call it, where there's all sorts going on, and flipped the camera on and the battery went dead. So I had to ferry around with the battery, see if we got it. But yeah, hopefully you can see me okay. But yeah, then I had to sort of reconnect the mic and blah blah blah. But yeah, I think this is going to be a far more rural route. There was loads of bikes going past me when I stopped for that coffee, and I don't know whether they would have gone this route. Actually, you know, there was a sports bike. There were 3 bikes that went past at one point. One was an old Honda, an old Trans Am or something. Another bike sort of similar, and then there was a sports bike bringing up the rear. Blimey, that would have been hard work. But yeah, so I don't know if anybody's going to go this route. This is the road to Imchal, but also Agoudal. So we'll see what this road brings. I'm hoping that it might deteriorate. That's terrible, isn't it? But yeah, interesting to see what it's like. The landscape hasn't changed, obviously. It's still high up this. Amazing. Looks great. Right, onwards. Yeah, you can go any Medel. Yeah, sure, yeah. It's all on this road. Antiques. It's getting a bit sketchy through here. Do you think possibly that the donkey is the best means of transport around it? Apart from the CB500. This is sort of what I came for, I think, you know, this sort of track and road, you know, nothing too debilitating for the bike, touch wood, but just great. I wasn't expecting that. Hotel. I think the sign's only been shot a few times. Road getting quite sketchy now. I think they class this as one of the world's most dangerous roads. I better not tell the wife that. Oops. I'm not sure if it is. But it does get quite sketchy in places. Not entirely sure all the roads finished. I don't want to sit behind this lorry for too long. I don't think it's ever going to be like a 6-lane highway. Le gars, ça va bien? Ouais. Is the road good? This is where it gets tricky when you get these lorries coming. So if I can get past this one. See if we can get past these buggers. Sometimes you just got to skip in there. You got to watch some of these crests because it's where the you're going to get something come flying over the top. Still building this bit. Amazing. This will get a little bit technical. Let's hope that the road doesn't run out and I can actually get through. I don't fancy riding all the way back. It looks like I'm going to find out. Let's go through. Is that okay to go? Okay. Wow. Holy schnitz. Okay. Woo. It's all good fun, isn't it? Hi. Yes, I think this will be all the trails that I will be needing for this break. Jeez. Now this is sketchy. That's getting harder work. Time for a bit of water, I think. Oh no, I've lost my water. No! Damn. That's a bit annoying. I don't know if I've got a little bottle in here. No. Okay. So much for me making a cup of tea. Looks like I'm going to be pushing on. Oh well.